as a woman, I think that having your own career, having your own job, earning your own money keeps you up there with your husband. He respects you for that. He's more attracted to you, you know? Because there's something about it when you have power, it's just attractive. And I think a guy would rather go out with a girl who has a career than who's just like, hi, can I have $5 to
buy something?
Yeah.
Totally I think that way too, but I think some guys don't like the fact that, you know, a woman can be his equal and that she doesn't really need to be taken care of. So, I mean, what about you?
My experience with Singaporean men and with men in general actually is that they can be intimidated with women who are making more, especially if it's significantly more. Most men that I've talked to would like to have a girl or like to be making at least as much as the girl he's dating or more. Ideally more. And then they have to deal with that insecurity. Am I cool with it? And if they're really passionate about their job, like they're a starving artist or a rock star or a rock musician or something, and they have a further purpose behind the job, that can drive them. And it doesn't matter if the woman's making a lot of money. But if they're in the same industry, you know, she's ahead of him, that can be a little blow to his ego. And a lot of guys, you know, it makes it hard for career women, and women with PhDs, for instance, who have trouble finding a guy who's comfortable with that.
If the roles would change, like if a guy wanted to be a Taitai, would it be, I don't know, would
actually
women
play guys like that?
I think that's a rare breed, right?
No, but it's changed, it's shifting, right? There's a paradigm shift now.
If he wants to be a Taitai, if he wants to like not work, I wouldn't go out with someone who wants to not work. But you happen to love someone, and it just so happens that he loses his job for 2 months. I mean, I'm fine with taking care of him for like a few months until he looks for a job. But he must want to look for a job. You know?
What if he was a philosopher? I mean, David. David is a professor in NUS and he teaches philosophy, right?
Yeah.
So what if I didn't want to teach in the academic system and I just wanted to be a philosopher and just think all day?
Oh, I wouldn't go out with you.
Well, I think I got a job.
I do know some men who are artists who have a woman, who have a wife who's making a lot more than he is. But because he really believes in his work, and she does too, she gives him the free time to work on that. A lot of guys,
about respect, right?
Yeah, well, they won't just sit around and do nothing with their time, like just drink
I'm
beer
a philosopher.
Yeah, well, they'll do some work, and it can just be meaningful work.
Yeah, you got to do something. But if you really love someone, you will also want to take care of that person, I feel. So if you've kind of like abandoned that whole idea of taking care of your girl or your wife and just want to like focus on this, then I feel that then do you really love me, you know? Because obviously I'm gonna have kids and stuff, and you want to take care of the kids, right?
Yeah.
If you love your wife, you wouldn't want her to slog and take care of the kids. You wanted to take care of the kids properly, and then you bring the money home or something, you know? So.
Well, if it's socially acceptable for, just to play devil's advocate,
for
a man to work really hard and for the woman to just kind of chill out at home and then get an IE or something to take care of the kids so she doesn't actually have to do much, then why isn't it acceptable for the opposite to occur?
Even if you're an IE taking care of kids, you still do a lot of stuff.
That's
you still have to wake up with the children. Children are a full-time job,
well,
you know?
Why can't we just switch those gender roles and have...
Because you're not the one bearing the children. So until you start bearing the children...
so you got to make up for the 9 months.
Maybe you can switch the roles once I think men can get pregnant, but it's just the way it is. Women take care of the children. Your mommy took care of you. Would you rather have your mommy take care of you or your daddy take care of you?
Well, my dad did a good job too.
Yeah, he brought home. Yeah,
my dad.
But your mom took care of you.
Yeah. My mom and my dad.
Okay, one last question. I'm going to bring it back to the Taitais. Can women be empowered and still be a Taitai?
Yeah, they can.
You think so? Why?
I mean, there's so many women out there, like, even I have a couple of friends who've done really well career-wise. And right now they're not really working as well, but they're living off investments that they made on their own.
Oh,
and they're like, they're a Taitai, but it's self-made Taitai. They don't have to like depend on a man to provide for them.
Okay.
So I think yeah, that's doable.
David, any thoughts?
Yeah, well, one example that Jamie brought up was that they get involved with charities, they become philanthropists, and just not having to do a 9-to-5 day job or something like that doesn't make you automatically some kind of reprobate in society. You know, a lot of the people who contribute the most to society are those who don't have to work during the day, just because they've worked so hard at the beginning of their lives, or somehow got this kind of money that they can use as resources later.
I'm enjoying this conversation actually. I wanted to go longer, but we have our last segment coming up, and we're actually going to talk about
whether men are intimidated by the modern successful career woman.